Hello, happy Wednesday. It is Inspiration Wednesday time. I'm Reverend Stacy Macris Ross, here from Unity of the Oaks with one of the last Inspiration Wednesdays. So I'm glad that you are watching whenever you watch, whether it's live with me here on Wednesday at 12:30 or whether it's uh, some other time during the week. That's what I'm trying to say. So there was a big reaction to the meditation that I led on Sunday, April 16th. You might want to go back and experience it for yourself if you didn't, or re-experience it again. It was a meditation that was really anchored in the idea of just this, to really go into our hearts and take a look at what's on our hearts and just realizing whatever there is just, it's okay. Just this. So as I get started, I'll dive deeper into that in just a minute. But as I get started, I want to start with the daily word. If I can grab it, okay, here we go. So this is from the March April Daily Word magazine. It's for Monday, April 17th, in case you missed it. So forgiveness frees me. And I really want us to think about forgiving ourselves, which is in here as well, but forgiveness frees me. It's part of looking at what's on our hearts. So when I hold on to negative thoughts and feelings toward myself or others, I deplete my energy. I chain myself to problems, weighed down and bound to that which I do not want. The good news is that I hold the key to release myself from the burden of blame and shame. I do not let my mistakes and bad experiences control me. Forgiveness opens the lock and sets me free. I forgive myself. I make room for grace by letting go of judgment and resentment. So important. I acknowledge my errors and am accountable for my actions. Honest communication with myself and others leads to understanding and allows for learning and growth. When I forgive myself, I can forgive others. Forgiveness liberates me, and I am free to soar to unlimited heights. So here's a quote from Proverbs. Hatred stirs up strife, but love covers all offenses. So the word that I'm looking at is from Monday, April 17th, 2023, forgiveness. And the affirmation, forgiveness frees me. Really looking at forgiveness for ourselves. How can we free ourselves from those heavy burdens on our hearts? So as I started to say, on Sunday, the meditation that I led was all about this idea of going into your heart, diving into your heart, and just looking at what was there, just feeling what was there, and not judging it. Not judging it as good or bad, or I shouldn't feel that way, but really just this word of this idea of just this. And those words I got actually from those meditation cards from that pack I shared last Wednesday as well as on Sunday. Again, this idea of just this, just sitting with and being okay with all feelings, all emotions without judgment, without criticizing yourself, without blame or shame or any of that, but just being okay with the spectrum of feelings. I've been reading this great book. I've brought her into Inspiration Wednesdays before, but this is her workbook actually. It's Dr. Nicole LaPera. Sorry, I know backwards probably, but the workbook is How to Meet Yourself. So good. It's so good, everybody. I really highly recommend it. And her other book too, which is How to Do the Work. So one thing that I thought went so well with what I want to talk about today is she talks about consciousness building exercises. And she says we only begin the process of becoming who we want to become by first cultivating non-judgmental awareness of who we are right now. Choosing to redirect our attention fully to the present moment allows us that awareness. So just to be asking ourselves, what am I doing? What am I thinking? Let me get curious instead of trying to push down any uncomfortable feelings or any feelings that I feel like I need to forgive or shame or blame or guilt. Instead, to just really say, here's where I am right now. I'm not my past, but I can just feel what's here. And when you do, really, this is what calls forth that idea of compassion, self-compassion, when we really need to be sitting with compassion for ourselves. When we sit with that feeling of love, the kind, the, the gentle kindness, gentleness, gentle kindness. And I also like to lean into then this question of, so what is it that my heart is desiring? What is my heart yearning for? Maybe it's more time with family. Maybe it's more prosperity. Maybe it's a relationship. And then getting even more curious. And what's behind that? So if it's I want to spend more time with family or relationship or prosperity, well, maybe that all comes down to connection, right? Well, if I have more prosperity, I can travel and see family and friends or explore the world and just have connection with people around the world too, right? Whatever it is, but getting curious about it. Again, not looking at any feelings as bad or good. They just are. It's just this, reminding us just this. And when we explore a little bit deeper, when we lean into well, I wonder if, I wonder, could it be? I wonder why. Once we get curious, what it usually comes down to is one of our 12 spiritual powers or 12 spiritual attributes, which Unity teaches. And when we look and see, okay, love, maybe it's that spiritual attribute of love, which is really about harmonizing and unifying and being, again, in one with everything, which means like an inner peace, really, harmony, inner peace, that oneness, knowing I'm connected to a whole. Maybe it's strength, whether it's strength of mind or emotion or spirit, perseverance. How do I continue to go even when I might feel depleted? But again, that strength sometimes is the strength to be able to know when to stop, rest, refill yourself, refill the cup, refill the engine so that you can keep going. So it's looking at those 12 spiritual powers and attributes. Now, what are they? I wasn't thinking I was going to share that part, but I will because I have it right here. So of the 12, faith. Oh my gosh, maybe it's that I need some more faith to remember to touch base in, to connect with my intuition, the knowing that I know even though I may not see it already. Or maybe it's, again, I said strength, wisdom. Wisdom really is about using our judgment, our discernment to apply what you know. Again, love, I already mentioned, was harmonizing. Power, that spiritual attribute of power. Again, do I have mastery over my words, my thoughts, my habits, my behaviors? Are they all in alignment with who I want to be? And right now, I can show up as who I want to be in this moment. Just this. And even right now, I can make a change. I do have spiritual mastery over my words, thoughts, attitudes, behaviors. Another spiritual attribute is imagination. Again, who do I want to be? What do I want to be? I can imagine it. If I can imagine it, I can make it happen. I'm telling y'all. There's will, there's order, there's zeal, which is enthusiasm, releasing what I need to release. So that's really what it is. So once we've acknowledged what's there and we've explored what's there, what maybe we want to lean into more, what we're yearning for, what wants to be birthed through us, an idea, whether it's for us or others, then we can really claim, affirm our truth, which is our divine nature, which is like all of this, our divine nature. So it really is about the compassion, gentle kindness, being willing to be soft and gentle with ourselves during all times. So how about right now, if we just take a moment to take a breath, let yourself settle in for just 2 minutes. We just need 2 minutes out of our day, don't we? So 2 minutes out of our day to just sit, take a breath, there's a new breathing technique I just learned too, which is to pretend like you're sipping out of a straw. It helps our nervous system. There's this nerve called the vagus nerve, not like Las Vegas, but similar, I guess. Because if it gets overexcited, our whole nervous system gets out of whack. So, breathing in like a straw and out through a straw. Even longer though on the exhale. You all know that now, huh? You may want to lower your gaze or close your eyes. Just take this little elevator ride into your heart, that heart space, and just sitting with what is there? What is on my heart? What does my heart want me to see and feel and know? What's the message from my heart to me in this day, in this moment? And as you hear and listen, again, not judging anything. Nothing is good or bad. It doesn't have to be a certain way. It doesn't mean you're spiritual or not spiritual. It just is. It's just this. So just whisper to yourself, just this. Mm-hmm. Just this. And then filling yourself with loving kindness, with some compassion. So maybe breathing in through your heart and filling your heart and that middle part of yourself with love. And as you exhale, breathing out through that heart, but allowing that love and compassion to start to fill you. So again, breathing in through the heart, letting love fill you. And then as you exhale through the heart, letting that love spread through you and be anchored within you. Let's do that a couple more times. Breathing in through the heart, letting it fill you even more. And then exhaling through the heart. As it fills you, it anchors deep within you as well. In this moment, we can whisper to ourselves, may I experience peace. May I be safe. May my heart experience loving kindness. And one more time, saying to yourself, may I experience peace. May I be safe. May my heart experience loving kindness. One more time. May I experience peace. May I be safe. May my heart experience loving kindness. We can send that vibration out to others too, who may be hurting, whose hearts may be feeling heavy today. So we see our love and our self-compassion being able to just flow out into the world, surround it, touch those who need an upliftment, a reminder, and then it comes back to ourselves. So we take a breath and we open our eyes, we remember, here we are on a Wednesday, midday, midweek, just this. Yeah, just this. Well, thank you everyone for watching, for joining. I know a lot of you are watching later. So next week is my last Inspiration Wednesday. So please join me, okay? It's going to be a big party. It's going to be a big 3-year recap. I'm doing a lot of research in this one, going back to all of it. 3 years. I've got it all recorded. So I'm going to highlight some of the highlights. I'm going to highlight some of the spiritual tools that I've shared. And I just wish this era a fond farewell and goodbye. So be sure you join me next Wednesday at 12:30 for the last Inspiration Wednesday. I appreciate your support. I hope you've enjoyed today. And remember, we've got a full YouTube channel. It has the entire Sunday service, but also it's broken down for you. You can go to different playlists and see just the message, just the music, or just meditation. It's all there for you. I am wishing you a wonderful, loving compassion rest of your day and week. And I hope to see you Sunday live on YouTube or Facebook. at 10:30 a.m. Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining me.